Hannah, this is Paul.
Hi Hannah,
Hello,
lovely to meet you.
Paul.
And Paul's going to show us all about making wreaths.
Oh, I'm glad. These look absolutely beautiful to begin with. So what is this pine that we've got in here?
Now this is a wonderful blue pine wreath, which I've cheated, and I bought this from the local market.
Right.
But if you're feeling very dedicated, you can make it yourself, but they're so easily accessible in garden centres, markets, and they're all on a mossy metal base.
It's a bit wet, so is that to keep it alive?
That's just to keep, should you be putting anything kind of foliagey in there, it'll keep it alive over the festive period on your door. I just wanted to show you also what we've got here is another option, should you be wanting to make it on an oasis ring, which is again readily available from a good garden centre or a florist sundry shop.
Oh, soft, isn't it? Yeah.
Can you hang that up as well?
Yes, you would just pop a little bit of wire around it, hang it on your door. But I just wanted to show you that as an option if you wanted to not go down the ready-made, cheaty route. So, with anything like this, floristry-wise, you should always start with your foliage, your sort of supporting cast. So, I've got you some lovely silver. You're going to do a silver and green one.
Lovely.
And you're doing a lovely gold and red one.
Look at that.
So, what we're going to do is think Catherine wheel. Think Catherine wheel. So, we're going to get our little floral scissors here and snip some bits off.
Right.
And shall I
How big
show
do you
you
want them?
little bits like that, and think heavily grouped. You don't want it to be too dotty. Think how things grow. They grow kind of in swathes. Think of an herbaceous border. Not that this is an herbaceous border, but you know what I mean. So you get your little bit of grevillea, and then you're poking it through, like this, into the moss. So behind, it's going through into the moss there, and that'll just hold it nicely.
Fantastic.
Like that. You want a nice hard pokey bit so that it stays in there. So don't be shy. Heavily group it, I think.
Okay.
So, if you
So you see there's a kind of it's going round in one direction. Do you want this to go opposite or the same way, or?
I think let's go with it. Yes.
I think with it.
Yes. How's yours going?
Is that too big?
No. It depends how wild you want to go.
Let's be a little contained.
Yeah.
Shall I chop that
You
bit
can make
off?
that into two, you see, look.
Ah, I see.
That.
Yeah.
And
And it goes all the way through.
in there, and then just tuck it out there. And then tuck it in a bit. You can if you want to be really professional, but no one's going to see the
one's gonna see
underside. No. Shall I show you how to wire a cone?
Yes,
Okay. So these cones, you can get them from, any good flower shop, any marketplace. You see them everywhere. But there is your cone. But if you want to spray your own cones, you can get a plastic bag, put all your natural cones in the bag, and then spray lots of silver spray or gold spray and shake it.
That's a very good
Shake it,
tip,
isn't
it?
And then you get kind of a mottled effect. So get your cone and you get your stub wire. And then you probably that far along, what's that, a quarter? You poke it through the bottom bit of the cone like that, all the way round. And then you're left with the sticky outy bit there. It's quite a technical phrase, that bit. Sticky outy bit, and then you just twist. And then look. Ta-da.
Is that it? It's done?
Yeah.
That's it.
And so what you do, I'm all about heavy grouping, so there's not dotty. Again,
Right.
think about how things grow, so you would do a heavy group, so you'd get one of these, perhaps three together, rather than dotting them about. Three like this, like that. And then twiddle, twiddly twiddle like that, and then you've got, look, one, you see?
And you just put one big
Yeah.
stab in there.
So once you finish grevilleering a bit more, come on.
So Paul, tell me a little bit about these. These are pre-cut bits
They're
of-
called stub wires, and you can get them from any garden centre, any florist,
Okay.
and they are brilliant.
Yes,
they
it's
are
quite-
a florist's best friend.
They are, and they're quite firm, and yet you can still bend them, aren't
Yeah,
they?
durable, and also it's very good for popping around your wreath and doing a little one of those, like that.
Yeah.
So then you can just hang the wreath on the door. But we'll do that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Brilliant.
So you're foliaging it up terribly well with the grevillea, and
I think there are a couple of gaps though.
Well, I think you've got a lovely, that whippy, roundy bit, you're
It's
really
nice,
getting
isn't
that.
it?
Yeah, I think
Brilliant!
it's a little bit more.
Look at that.
You want to
They're
see it
lovely.
Lovely. This bit.
Bit of green.
Bit of competition here. I think I might just give up.
Oh heck!
No, that's really
no
good.
pressure.
Is there a gap there?
No. I mean, once we get the cones and cinnamon in, but
Okay.
it's just a very good. You want to get your base right, and everything else will follow through.
I think I'm done with the grevillea. How are
think
you?
Oh,
That's
I can take it. Go on,
lovely.
let's
Let's
have
have
a
a
look.
compare. Yes, excellent.
Very
Oh,
good.
Nice.
It's interesting the different look just from the silver and the gold,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
And
quite
each
soft,
wreath you'll
that's
find
the
takes a
swirling.
little character. Now I'm going to show you how to do the cinnamon sticks. So the cinnamon sticks, they are expensive, but they're so worth it. And you can cheat with them and use them year after year. Stow them away. So florist tape, which is waterproof, really good. You get this from a garden centre or your florist. And you just get your little cinnamon sticks in a bundle. What we're doing with the florist tape is just taping it round the middle here into a nice neat bundle. So once you've got your bundle,
logs.
and again, just quite a generous little bunch, we're now going to show you with the stub wire how to wire it.
So we don't worry about it being odd, even numbers.
No.
Yet. So any old number.
No, because they're all
Don't
different
be
sizes. Yeah.
Perfect.
And they're lovely, the shapes of cinnamon.
And if you suddenly thought, gosh, I can't, spend all that money on these cinnamon sticks, you could just do it with twigs. You could chop up little bundles of twigs and spray a little bit of something on them if you wanted them to smell nicely. But I think
foraging for them.
foraging,
Lovely.
bit of
Like
kindling,
that.
bit of kindling.
That's a lovely idea.
So we've got the stub wire and we've got the bundle, and you're putting a similar wiring technique with the cones. You get your wire, probably a quarter of the way along, thumb on stub wire,
Right.
taking it down like that, making it almost like a lopsided hair grip,
Yep.
and then cross them over, and then you twist quite viciously.
Gosh, this wire's quite strong, isn't it?
And then, we need a ribbon on these next. So
Yes.
you've got lovely red,
Yes.
and you've got lovely mossy green.
Tell us a little bit about the ribbon.
This is a lovely foil ribbon. And again, any good haberdashers, department store, and it's got wire in it. So when you do your bow, you can twiddle it
It's
and make a lovely
yes.
Doesn't just.
flop. Yeah.
And actually, it really helps if you're not very good at making things like that look neat.
People say
Go on, Paul.
I can't do ribbons,
Do
but
us-
just
do
think
me
of
a-
tying a lace. Think of tying your shoes, that there, like that, lying it nicely. But what you want to do is try and cover your tapings. There we are, like
So
that.
round a couple of times.
Round a couple of times, and like that. And just think of literally doing because I can't do both. So there, cross it over, one of those, boom,
Tying a shoelace.
tying a shoelace, and then a little that. And I suggest cutting them all first, so they're all the same length
Good tip.
in advance.
Yes.
And then here we are, the magic of the wire. Da-dum.
Ah.
And then, you might do them in a different way, because I know that you're a bit of a bow girl.
No, I think that looks beautiful. And also they'll be slightly kind of.
Yes, nestling.
Yes, and you don't want them too perfect, I'm hoping.
I think we should start assembling, don't you think? Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get our cinnamon in.
Because they're bigger.
Yeah,
And then you can
and they're
nestle
quite
the
a
cones
prominent,
around,
and we've
can't
got 5 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at different jaunty angles.
Okay, jaunty. And so this wire just goes right the way through, mind your fingers the other side, yes?
At a slight angle, and then we're going to tuck it into the moss frame. Yeah.
Right.
That's it, and just bend it back on itself.
Doesn't feel very secure. What am I doing wrong? Yes,
I think you're
please.
doing brilliantly. So at the back, it's come through here,
Yeah.
and then you're literally turning it on itself, and poking it back in there, like that.
Right.
In it goes,
And then that secures it.
and then it's nicely secure there.
So I've done my 5. Mm-hmm. How are we looking, do you think? Is that all right?
Really lovely, nice and
About
full.
Full? Oh, it's definitely full.
What you don't want to do is have too many different types of ingredients. So you've got cones, you've got cinnamon, you've got grevillea, and that's pretty
That's
much
about
it.
right.
And then it keeps it nice and clean.
And interesting with the green ribbon. I'd have thought it'd be nice with the contrast of the red, but the green looks lovely and soft. Isn't
Green
it?
on green,
Yes.
soft coloured. Okay, cones. So, similar kind of thing. In sort of random little groupings all the way round.
How many
perfect.
groupings did you say? Sorry, I
We're
missed
going
that
to do,
bit.
well, you can do as many as you like, but I'm going to do 15 cones, so 5 groups of 3. I'm going to show you how to do a tucky rounder
Oh, show me
one.
tuck around. And I see what you mean, because if you just put one on like that, it just looks a bit
Lost.
It gets
doesn't
lost.
it?
Yeah.
And I think the grouping, and it's kind of
It's kind of
Christmas
more,
abundance.
yeah,
isn't it?
totally.
Just,
So what we're going to do, we're going to put it there, like that, and then you take the wire round the back,
yes, yes, yes.
tuck it round, and like that, squeeze
No,
hard,
that's yes.
and then florists all over the country will be going, look, he's cheating. But look,
Yeah, but that's great.
it stays on perfectly well,
Doesn't matter, does it?
and less swearing,
That's
Yes.
fine. And
Less
you
hurty
can
hands.
hide all that anyway with the,
Yeah.
with the little bits of the leaves.
definitely. So I think you're nearly there.
This is the last one to go
Nearly
in.
there. Now,
Lovely.
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
oh, thank you. I think I've
Love
read
gold.
one more
One more.
Yes, I'm just
to
putting
keep
it on.
the
oddness.
5
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
I probably
I think I'd go there.
bottom.
I think we're done.
I think they look
They
fantastic.
do, don't they? And so different, using
Yeah.
the same stuff but just different colours. And I
So
think they're
clever.
lovely.
Absolutely brilliant. But there is one final thing, girls.
Oh, yeah.
We need to hang them up.
Oh, yes, cool.
Yes.
So, and you, just to stop them getting stolen or falling off the door, you get again your trusty stub wire.
Yes.
You lift up your wreath. You poke it through the middle. It's very easy, like that. Find a little gap. Take it round the back, and then again, twist it together like that. Twisty, twisty, and then you've got a very lovely hook.
Yes.
And then you hang it on your
Right.
door knocker, on your, you know, where else would you
Sort
hang
of
it?
tend to bang a nail in. And,
On your door.
Yeah.
Bang a nail.
Bang a nail into the door.
Yes.
Bang a nail in
Same
the door.
place every year, it's
Yeah,
fine.
and there we are.
That is fantastic.
Brilliant.
Gosh, thank you, Paul.
Well,
That is
thank you for being such
That
brilliant.
has been
brilliant students.
such good fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.